Let's do this, team. What's up? Welcome to Motosumo. My name is Ben Parsons, and I am here to take you through your Stronger Together. This is our half an hour class that is short, intense, it works you hard. It's here to test you out, but it's here as a sort of team effort. So you're gonna be tested, you're gonna be put through your paces, but I'm gonna be doing it with you. Anyone else that does this class, whenever they do it, is gonna be doing that same thing with you. So it's about pushing each other and working towards those team goals. Now team, if you're doing that on demand, I want to make sure you jump on one of our live classes ASAP so we can see you on the leaderboard, we can check your score, we can chat to each other, you can use those emojis, and that's what it's all about in a live class, which is what we are doing now. Hightower is in, Dozy is in, so let's get going. Team, once again, you're stronger together, half an hour, so we want to get going. Yes, the big names are in, team. We're gonna start the way we always do by putting it into that resistance 0. So knocking all of that resistance off so you don't have a touch of resistance on there whatsoever. Now you feel it's really nice and easy to move those legs around. But we don't want it to be too easy, so I want you to just add a little bit of resistance there. Find that resistance 1. It's basically like you're in a flat road, or you're on a flat road. So you can move those legs, but it feels like there's a little bit of weight under there. Let's get moving, team. I'm going to talk you through a little bit more about the resistance, a little bit more about your cadence. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Tunes on, moving those legs, just like that. Once again, you can feel this is easy, but it's not like moving it through air. Once again, if you are on a flat road, if you're on a bike, out in the open, you'd have to obviously move your legs to move forward. Now, every time we add resistance, it's as if you're going up a little bit of incline. So if you add a bit of resistance, it's like you're going up a touch of incline, a bit more, going up a steeper hill, and it just gets steeper and steeper, up to resistance 4, because we have 4 main resistances. I'll be talking you through them throughout this warm-up, team. But if you look at the bottom of your screen, you can see your cadence meter. Now your cadence meter is all about your speed. It gives you like a live report of how fast you are going. So the higher that number, which is measured in RPM, the faster you are going. It's also color coordinated. So right now we're just chilling in that green or that blue. But when I take you up to that yellow or that red, that means you're going fast. That's all you need to know for now, team. Let's get a little warm up in. 30 seconds on the clock, yellow zone. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Nice on that pace, another 15 seconds there. So this is just your warm-up. I don't want you going absolutely mad for now. I want you just thinking about gradually bringing 3, 2, 1, putting it back, gradually bringing up the sort of pace, gradually bringing up the energy, gradually doing all of that, but also thinking about your technique. So remember, quick thing about that technique, both hands on, gentle holding on, elbows in, gentle bend in those arms, shoulders rolled back, back nice and straight. Just driving it forward just like this. So basically you want your hips up, nice and still, and then it's all about those legs, kicking out and pulling back, getting that full 360 motion going on. Team, we go again, in 4, let's go, 3, in 2, 1, 30 seconds. Hit that yellow zone again, but remember, working on that technique, team, you want to get it early on. If you start to nail that technique from the very beginning, then you know it's going to be perfect throughout. Daisy, bring it up. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Slowing it down. Double the time, same numbers. We're going to hit up that yellow zone for 1 minute now. We're going 3, 2, 1. Let's go! So I've got a nice little surprise for you in this one. We basically got one main long round in this class. One main long round, one continuous round that's gonna take you on waves, that's gonna test you out. It's gonna be sort of functional threshold power, which is your FTP. So it's about working at that threshold. It's about really testing yourself out. And it's about pushing yourself. And remember, I'm here with you. How are we feeling about that? I know you maybe are still a bit like, what does that actually mean? Just think we got one main round. That's it. To the end of this, to the end. 3, 2, 1. Now before I start taking you up into resistance 2, 3, and 4, I want you to give me a bit of a sprint. I want you to give me red zone. And remember that red zone is 110 plus on that speed. So I want you to start building it up. Give me red zone. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Desi, I know you got a high tower. What are you saying? We are wanderers, nothing can stop us. Yo, where's my red zone? We are wanderers, nothing can stop us. 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 We are wanderers. Alright, we gotta continue it for the drop. Let's go! Never miss a drop. 3, 2, 1. Pull it back. Nice work. Take that resistance 2. Now I'm going to start speeding through these resistances because I want to get onto that main round. Into that resistance 2. Slow it down. How are we feeling now? A bit warmer. A bit better. Mind is set. Intentions are set as well. So now let's build our way up in these resistances. Into that resistance 2 for me. High tower. Big job. 90 to 100, 1 minute. We're going 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. 90 to 100 in resistance 2, remember you're adding on as if you're climbing up a gentle hill now. If you're climbing up that gentle hill. 1 minute. We're gonna have a short break and then we're gonna go for a 45-second push in resistance 3. We are wanderers, nothing can stop us. 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 We are wanderers, we are wanderers, we are wanderers. Little push. 3, 2, 1. Slow it down. Resistance 3. Bring it up. Now we're heading into one of those 2 slightly heavier resistances. The 2 resistances which are 3 and 4, which you have to work for. Resistance 3, 45 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Sort of 85 to 95 now, team. If you're slightly in the 80, what's up, Loss? How you doing? Nice, high tower, big on those numbers. Maybe bring it up a little bit faster. Five, 3, 2, 1. 15 seconds. Resistance 4. 30 seconds only. 70 to 80. Sat down. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Remember, this is resistance 4. This is as if you're climbing up that steep hill. 3, 2, 1. 15 seconds. We're gonna go resistance 2, 3, and 4 once again, but I'm gonna go 45 seconds, 30 seconds, 15. So now we go 45 seconds in resistance 2, back to that 90 to 100. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Resistance 2, free it up, give me that little bit of speed now. Speed it up, high tower, loss. Come on, stay with me, resistance 2. We can put your speed in now. Three, 2, 1. Good work. 30 seconds, resistance 3. Take it up there. 3, 2, 1. On the drop, let's go! 80 to 90. Popular hero in the house. 80 to 90. Remember, you're digging deep. 10 seconds. Team, you have 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, 15 seconds. Heading into resistance 4 for me. We go for a 15 second stood up push in resistance 4. Stood up sprint, everyone with me. In 3, 2, 1. Resistance 4, 60 to 70. Nice Desi, nice loss. Three, 2, 1. How are we doing? Do you remember what I said? You got 1 round and 1 round only. Now if you have a quick look at how long we've got left, you know this is going to be a long round. 15 minutes on the clock, starting in resistance 4. 15 minutes of solid work. Resistance 4, stood up, 60 to 70. 4, 3, 2, 1. Look, I'll explain it as we get through it. Nice. So we're just waiting to find this nice little pace here. 60 to 70. We're going to be here for 3 minutes. So this is a sort of mixture between your endurance, but also threshold. Let's go for a little push pace on this. High tower, loving those numbers. Loss, bring it up for me, see if you can get it in those 60s. So you've got to find the balance between sort of pushing it that whole time and staying with me, staying at my intensity. But you'll remember that this is a 15-minute round. It's your one and only main round, but it is a 15-minute round. We don't have any official rests. We have times where we get to pull it back just a touch, but you're always working. Okay, about to come into that 3rd minute in resistance 4. Stay on your numbers. Final minute in resistance 4, then we get to sit it down. Sitting down in resistance 1, and I want to see 105 minimum on everyone's numbers. You got that? Give me a thumbs up on that. For 2 minutes on that team. Resistance 1. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Should see some speed now. 2 minutes, bit of speed endurance. If I can see some red zone, yes, high tower. I'd love to see some red zone. Last, bring that pace up, come on. Let's go, buddy. We're looking so good there. This is 2 minutes here, high tower smashing it. Loss. Desi smashing a high tower, Denise. Whew. Another minute here. We got a nice mixture here. People in the UK to people in the US, high tower. Let's go. Yo, shout out team if you're in the UK right now. Give me a little thumbs up if you're in the UK. Love that. Who's in the US? Who are my US crew? Let's see it, love that, nice loss. Popular hero as well. Team, you're about to get through your first 5 minutes, remember? You've still got 10 minutes to go. Why have people come off their pace? Still keep that pace, team, still resistance 1. We're about to come into resistance 3. Sat down for 3 minutes. Second 5 minutes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Resistance 3. Trying to hit about 80 to 90. Trying to hit about 80 to 90. Within this 15-minute block, you have done your first 5 minutes. We're into that middle one. We're into that middle 5-minute block. You know, after this 15 minutes, we're done. We're done. Although it seems a little bit daunting. You're a bit like, what, 15 minutes? I'm like, yeah. Because when it's done, it's done. Think how rewarding that's gonna be. Once you've finished those 15 minutes, you're gonna have to dig deep with me. And you know what else is good about this? As I said, strung together, it's more like a team effort. So you're not completing it individually, we're completing it as a team. We're completing it as a community. See what I just did then? I shouted out people in the UK, people in the US. We're doing this all together, right here, right now. Kind of special, I think, eh? That's kind of special. Smashing out that resistance 3, loving those numbers, everyone actually nailing it. Proves to me you've got some real weight on those legs. You've got some real weight on that resistance, which is what I want, because that resistance 3 should feel steep. We've got about 13 minutes left. 13? Run those numbers completely wrong, haven't I? We've got about 8 minutes left of your push. But also more importantly, we're about to come into your final 10 minutes of your whole class. In 3, 2, 1. Purple zone. On the drop. Let's go for a little surge. 3, 2, 1, go! For the final 2 minutes of this 5-minute section, team, you know what we do? We get to drop it down once again to your resistance 1. You're gonna give me some real speed. Now this time, last time, you sort of smashed out a minute and then came off for a minute. I want you to hold those numbers consistently. Hold those big numbers, 105 minimum, for 2 minutes straight. Resistance 1 coming up. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go! Three, two, one, go! Nice high tower, nice loss. Yo, let's see if we can get a little bit more up into that hundreds. Loss, just see if we can bring it up just a touch. Team, look, we can do it as that team. This final 5 minutes, I'm gonna ask you to have to dig real deep. I'm gonna ask you to sort of find what's left in the tank and to give me something special in this final 5 minutes. Let's keep going, another minute on this before we're then into our final 5 minutes. Yeah, it's getting tough, isn't it? It's getting tough. A resistance 1 sprint seems all well and good, doesn't it? It seems a bit fun until I ask you to do it for 2 minutes straight amongst a 15-minute round, but you lot never cease to surprise me. 25 seconds, back to resistance 4. This time we sat down. 3 minutes. Oh yeah. Resistance 4, sat down, 70 to 80. 3, 2, 1. Final 5 minutes. Okay. Final 5 minutes, 70 to 80. Oh my. But this is it, this is your final 5 minutes. This is where it gets a little bit spicy.
Let's just do what you want to. Please don't be polite, 'cause I like your attitude. Let's forget about a curfew, 'cause all that is stuck in my head. It's me and you. Pulse speed and my heart is racing, but I'm not sure I wanna.
3 minutes here, obviously, that's the way we've been doing things. And that's already the first minute done. 2 more minutes in resistance 4, sat down. Grinding those legs out. We got under 4 minutes left of this drive, and then we get into that stretch. And oh my goodness, that stretch is gonna feel good. But we're gonna finish in style. Because we never slow down coming into that finish line, do we? But always speed up, and you always finish the strongest way you can. You always finish the fastest you can, because there's nothing else after that. Coming to the final minute in resistance 4 before we come into our final 2 minutes. Same structure that we've been working the whole time. 3 minute drive, 3 minute sort of slog, and then 2 minutes of speed. But this time, team, we're gonna do 2 minutes on the racetrack. This time it is not gonna be in resistance 1, we're gonna be in resistance 2. And I want you to give me whatever you've got left. This is winner takes it all. And by that I mean, we're all gonna win here. We're a team. We're a community. We're rockets around. 20 seconds, your race begins for 2 minutes only. To finish it off in resistance 2 and resistance 2 alone. Drop it down now. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Resistance 2. Let's go height out, let's go lost, popular hero all day. Left. Motosumo. Do what you need to do. Think about our form still. But I want you to show me something special. I want to see if you can still keep accelerating as we work through this. Twenty seconds. Front push. 7, 5, team, you're 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow. Wow. Look at those numbers. Look at those numbers you lot just hit. After a 13-minute round, and you go straight into that. Every single one of you. And you didn't do that on your own. We did that together. That's something to remember. That's why we do this. That's why we get on these bikes. That's why you get on these bikes. That's why I love my job, being able to teach you, to be able to guide you through this. Whether in the States, in the UK, wherever. Pretty special. Take a big deep breath in for me. And out. And again in, and out. Just stand up, push those heels down, push your bum back. Nice, spin around, do that same thing. 3, 2, 1. Take your arms up, bring them over to one side. Over to the other side, and then from there, round, and in. Thank you so much, team, for an absolutely epic one, as always, with my dream team all over the world, team. Making sure you're clicking pause and save on your workout, making sure you're finding us on social media as well, team. I want to say thank you and sending all my love to you absolute heroes. Benny P out, have an amazing one, team, and I'll see you later. Ciao.